Hi there, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Dangerous Misinformation, the bite-sized daily show Monday through Thursday to inspire topics for you to ruin social gatherings and family dinners. Join us today as we'll be touching on pertinent subjects such as national pride, extremism, high school football, and much more fun for the whole entire family. Please be sure to like the video, leave a rating in whatever app you might be listening to, stick around to the end, and thank you for being here. This is Dangerous Misinformation. Yes, welcome everybody. Welcome to Dangerous Misinformation. Came in a little early there. Oh, that would have been the first time that I did that early, huh? Well, anyways, so stupid. My name is Rodney Smith. You can follow me on all social medias at LordPettyAndSome_. This is the #1 podcast for all things to ruin your family dinners and social gatherings. But you already knew that. You already knew that as we are just plunging forward, just sloshing through the depths of degeneracy into the next tomorrows. Who knows what's around the corner at this point? Or I don't know. What are the libs going to jump on next? You know, are they're basically we're seeing SJW liberal people wanting to convert to Islam now. So I don't know what the fuck is next, bro. As soon as I think, okay, we're putting tampons in men's bathrooms, we're not prosecuting people for running out of stores with stolen goods. Now we got fucking women with mustaches converting to Islam. Like, you're going to get stoned to death, and I'm not going to lie. I might laugh. You know, I don't wish harm upon anybody. I'll make fun of anything under the sun, but I don't wish like physical harm or like misery or mental torment on anybody. You know, that's the big misconception a lot of times. I don't ever want to be, you know, some like bully or something like that, but shit's funny, you know? Shit is funny. You can't tell me chicks with mustaches wearing burqas isn't funny. And same goes, I'm like, oh, we want women's rights. Women should have the free thing to their body, but we want all the child support, which I honestly agree with all that. But then they want to where they're like, oh, the burqas should be allowed. Like, is there anything more oppressive than a fucking burqa? All right. Like as a Western male, right? As a Western male that has to deal with all these neo-fem Nazis. I can't imagine telling your wife, right? Imagine telling your girl, like, hey, go wear this freaking blanket before you step outside so no other guy can see your hair. And then, you know, God, it's just so crazy, dude. The whole world has gone absolutely bonkers. And you know what the problem is just, it's just all these extremes, right? Because I've been shitting on the whole Islam thing pretty hard here recently because all the pro-Palestinian rhetoric going on, which is fine. I understand that you don't have to explain to me that innocent children don't need to be getting bombed. Yes, I understand this. But also stop electing fucking ideologies and leadership. Like, start taking some goddamn responsibility for some stuff. You know what I mean? That's my whole gripe with the whole thing. Just in general with like that whole culture, the whole like Arab culture in general. It's like they don't want to take any responsibility for anything. So it's like, oh, the West is bombing our countries. Why is the West bombing your countries? Because you're bombing each other and slaughtering women and children and innocent people. And, you know, you're doing all this fucked up shit. And then you're hiding behind civilians. And then somebody has to go in there and then the civilians protect you. And then the civilians get taken out. And then, I don't know, dude. It's like, it's just too much idiocracy for me. But, you know, so you get this like super, like I said, the super far right wing, like Islam shit now. And then you get this super far left shit. It's like the Middle East keeps getting more right wing. And then the West keeps getting more and more crazy left wing. And they meet in the middle. They come around. That's why this extreme like Islamic violent shit and the extreme libtardedness, they meet up in the middle and like somewhere in the same thing. You know what I mean? Wow, I just very very gracefully articulated that. I took a nuclear nap earlier, bro. I took a nuclear nap earlier, and what I want to know, please message me, email me, or something. Get in contact with me somehow. Fellas, I need to know how often you think about high school football, okay? And I wasn't particularly good at high school football. I didn't particularly love high school football. I mean, I loved all my friends, all the guys I played with, and all, I have a lot of good memories from that, like going to camp and stuff like that. I guess, yeah, I loved playing football. Now that but I wasn't one of these, sometimes people get the misconception that I'm like this sports jock kind of guy. It's like, no, I'm not. I should have been on the band playing I should have been playing a snare drum. See, I can do this. I can do that a lot better than run full steam head on into some fat idiot and get a concussion. I was always scared to get hurt. I don't like getting hurt. But I have dreams. Every time I take a nap or something like that, I have a dream that I'm just in the locker room trying to I can't find my thigh pads, or like my mouth guard doesn't fit. Or all of a sudden my helmet's gone. I keep having these dreams and I never make it to the field. And these dreams drive me fucking nuts. I just for once want to have a dream where I get ready, I run out of the tunnel on time, I don't get left behind, and I get out to the field and I go catch some fucking footballs. Yeah, dude. And I remember my very last game. Ew, sorry. You just heard my throat go. I remember my very last game, our coach was like, you're going to remember this for a long time. And I was like, bullshit, dude. By the time I'm 25, I'm a fucking own companies, be driving a Lambo and be banging supermodels. I'm not going to be thinking about high school football. And here I am, 33, laying on my couch in my 2-bedroom apartment, fucking dreaming about not being able to find my helmet or having one with that stupid bar that goes down the middle and I can't see anything. Anyways, so I wanted to touch on a subject because I think it is pertinent. So we're going to do a little pivot, okay? I was talking about the two conflicting sides, right? How you get, like the Middle East immigrants that want everything to be like Sharia law. Then you get the complete fucking unhinged lunatic lefties who are, there's just no cohesion in their arguments, right? But the one thing, okay, the thing that I will give to the Sharia law people is they talk about all the just like filth and degeneracy. The thing about them is they're not intelligent enough. They're like, their morals are good enough, I guess, because they don't want to have fucking drag queens with fupas reading Cat in the Hat to third graders. But, they want to chop people's heads off that talk about a guy who we don't even know was real or not. But, fuck was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Just like the degradation of society. Like the people on the left get so caught up in their like social justice causes. Like, oh, we need to feed, which this digs into a weird thing of morality. Like, yes, we need, and I always say, like, if we got money for wars, we got money for the poor, right? It's not like I said that, Tupac said that, and I'm repeating it. But here's the thing. The left focuses so much on putting Band-Aids on shit, right? Like you see all these campers and all these tents lining downtown. They're like, oh, these people are in distress. We got to feed these people. We got to do this. And yes, it's a nice thing to feed them. But you're putting Band-Aids on the situation and you're not digging to the very core of what is causing these circumstances. They just want to deal with the superficial on the feel-good thing to be like, oh, here's a problem. Let's act like... somebody just needs to come in and be like, okay, what is causing this? What is the root cause? Why is there so much degeneracy going on? Like, why are so many people being failed by the richest nation to ever exist? Like, we're allowing these giant corporations to just rip people off, people are drowning in medical debt because our medical system's so fucked up. So a lot of people with a drug problem that started because a doctor prescribed them some sort of medication, now they're addicted to it, and they go broke trying to pay their medical bills. Now they're fucking in debt trying to pay the medical bills, and they're hooked to some drug, end up on the street. I'm not making excuses, but it's like there's root causes, and then our whole society, it just pushes filth. It's just filth and degeneracy and just absolute just destruction of any sort of core values. Like, turn on the TV, you hear all this rap music bullshit, people talking about the most vile, foul shit you can possibly imagine, right? Or just anything. Like, it's all just peddling filth, all of it. If you go watch the news, if you sit there, anybody with a halfway functioning working brain that goes and listens to the nightly news about how just like the propaganda and just how fucking washed it is. Like, have you ever witnessed anything happen in real life, right? Have you ever been out in public and seen some crazy shit go down, and then you see later on how they cover it on the news? You're like, well, that's not exactly how it happened. So that is everything. Everything is getting somewhat lost in translation. And then you get these people like, oh, do you have a source for that? Do you have a source for that? Because they need to be told how to think and how to process the world, and they can't do like reasonable deduction of, reality. There's the middle ground is what we call the silent majority. And it's time to not be silent anymore, bro, because we're either going to fall into this absolute degeneracy, lunatic, off the wall leftyism shit, or we're going to open up our borders so much that we're going to become a fucking third world Sharia law country. And they both kind of meet up here. So like, one is extremely far left, the crazy, well, I guess would be on your opposite sides. You get the crazy blue-haired nose ring, pig face libs over here. Then you get the crazy fucking IQ of 88 Stone Age Sharia law people over here. And they come together. These people want to come over and just slaughter everybody that doesn't agree with them. And these people want to slaughter everybody that doesn't agree with them, but then act like these people are intolerant of these people because these people know that these people want to come and slaughter everything over here. So these people are like the chickens for Chick-fil-A or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's just the fabric, bro, the very fabric of society, where it's just to a point where it's just everybody treats America like this place you just pass through and just shit on it and steal and don't respect your neighbor and don't have any sort of respect for yourself. And so the media is all lies. It's all just profit gain. And I'm a capitalist through and through. Okay. I'm a fucking capitalist through and through. I think if anybody that works hard enough that can pull themselves up by their bootstraps or whatever. But it just, there's so many things put in place to where it's like, how are you going to be proud of your country, right? How are you going to be proud of your country if your country doesn't stand on any sort of like moral foundation anymore? If all we do is just peddle smut and create clickbait and, the architecture is just like, look at new buildings. They look like shit. Look at it, listen to music. It's all like everything is just watered down. Click like, oh, let me say the most, fucking Cardi B, Miley Cyrus being a whore, clickbait, drama TV. It's just all just fucking filth. That's all it is. Like our ancestors, their whole thing was like, let's be the greatest we can possibly be. Let's build the greatest buildings we can possibly build. Let's build the greatest infrastructure. Let's start companies, American steel. Let's start businesses. I mean, we maybe had the tech bubble, but then the tech bubble has just invited the fucking worst of the worst fucking nerds. I watched this thing last night about Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter, and they were talking to all these former Twitter employees, and my blood was just boiling seeing the faces of these people. I'm talking about, well, it's a private company. The private company has the right to blah, blah, blah. And they're just blatantly talking about how they were doing all this censoring, right? About how the White House was coming out and they're just an arm of the government. You know what I mean? These social media companies being an arm of the government and just pushing filth. But I don't know. It is what it is, bro. I want to wind things down. Hopefully you're having a good Tuesday. I did that whole episode with no notes, dude. That was a freestyle, by the way. So yeah, if you like that freestyle, please be sure to like the video. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, please leave a rating, please subscribe. Please go sub to the YouTube channel, would mean a lot. You can go pick up my book, The Petty Principles, on Amazon Prime. Get that sent right over to you. Go get yourself a I Don't Pay Taxes sweatshirt. That helps us out as well. And besides that, I just really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing this with your friends and family. Thank you for telling your grandmother what podcasts are and telling your grandfather to go on YouTube and like this Lord Petty Guy's page. And I feel like I'm forgetting something, but that's okay because you will see me tomorrow. Love y'all. Peace out. And God bless America. Clap. 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 blah. Hi, there, everybody. Thank you for tuning into Dangerous Misinformation, your daily bite-sized podcast to inspire topics for you to ruin family gatherings. And so, damn it. Hi there, everybody. Thank you for tuning into Dangerous Misinformation, your daily Monday through Thursday podcast with bite-sized episodes to inspire topics for you to ruin social gatherings and family dinners. I think I just screwed up my own intro, but who cares? Social gatherings. Okay. Here we go. Hi there, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Dangerous Misinformation. Your number one. Wow. Let's do this one more time. Hi there, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Dangerous Misinformation, the bite-sized daily Monday through Thursday. Why can't I do this right now? The daily bite-sized show to